Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Max Payne 3 on old school difficulty, and this is my no heal run. We're on chapter 4 of 15, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a bar fight. The patron and the woman that, the son that Max Payne kills at the beginning, which I didn't include, the bartender and her are behind the bar, and you can actually kill them if you want to. There are no consequences for that sort of thing. No failure states, but if you kill Passos, obviously it will fail you. So pick the shotgun up off of this guy, and when we get to the checkpoint after the next one, I don't think I'll have the shotgun, because every time I leave my game idle, like I said, even if even if I minimize the program and just go to anything else on my computer, I come back and it's a black screen. And there's rare exceptions when I come back and it actually works, but I can't do anything about it. I don't know. I've asked the forums and I haven't got any answers yet, so I'll let you know. And I'm also having some issues with Sony Vegas, trying to get my project properties to coincide with my render settings, and I just don't know what the hell is the problem. And it's ironic because when I did this guy before, I was having aspect ratio issues. On every single video there were black lines on the sides of the screen, and that was right before I got one of my older video cards, and I just didn't have the settings, and now I have the settings and they're just not working properly, so I don't know what it is. But the best thing you can do here is shoot the cars. I don't think I did that last time. Just shoot the cars a couple times. Oh, I do have the shotgun. It's a great weapon. I'll be using it a little bit more than I did before, but it's really tough to do these projects. Like, if I had never played this game, it would be a lot easier to do it now, but like, I already have a guide. Every time I do a guide, I already have one, and it's hard to keep playing the same shit over and over again, but it's still hard to not like this and enjoy it. That's pretty definite here. So you can shoot this car, and this guy usually tends to rush you, so you can try to melee him and just make sure you start doing something like this. And don't shoot Passos. If you notice, Passos is on one of the stair risers up there, and he looks like an enemy sometimes. So I did die once trying to win this fight, but then I shot him. An automatic failure, obviously. And I'm gonna get a SSD hard drive, because the mechanical hard drive that I have is it's too slow. If there's one thing I really hate, it's slow tech. I really hate slow tech. Oh, anyway, this sequence here, you can kill this guy easily, and then this guy always has his back to you as he's going to that door. And then one more guy to take care of. There is some handgun ammo in this room, a shotgun, a clue. It probably won't even say anything. And medicine on the table and in the bathroom. And the only problem about this is that sometimes when you're trying to snap into the cover, he just doesn't go into the cover and you take damage. And it's not hard if you just want to kill these guys, but I like to avoid them. But the second spawn, after this cutscene, which I've edited out here, where Max's neighbor decides to kill some of these guys with a bomb in his trench coat or something. And it looks like the neighbor was keeping tabs on Max Payne. So I had some pretty bad issues. This is what I said about the second spawn. And I just had problems snapping into cover here. Once you're in cover, the main issue is getting below the windowsill, I think, because there's some sort of clipping on the environment. Clear the hallway of lasers. That's strange that I got that, considering I avoided it before. The only thing I can think of is maybe I I did edit those clips together, so maybe I killed it off. I killed the other guys with the lasers off camera. So 3 guys there, and then a guy to the right is gonna spawn. And I think these chapters are the best in the game. But when I say that, it's the other ones that are not as good, they're still stellar. And I think that speaks a lot. Over here, what happened is there's usually a trio of guys here, but I think I was ahead of the spawn a little bit. And that's why you saw that anticlimactic shoot dodge where I was anticipating some enemies standing there and they just weren't spawned yet. These guys here. Be careful of shoot dodging off of the roof as well. It's an instant failure state as well. And as of yet, I haven't encountered anything that's given me no issues so far. I actually kind of am wanting there to be some kind of a fight where I'm struggling a lot. I'm waiting for it, actually, dreading it a little bit, but if it doesn't come, I'll be kind of disappointed. And obviously the boss fight's pretty tough too, but I think that I could handle it without using any medicine. Like these sequences here, they're always just so enjoyable when you're, you know, swinging in on a chain, or, you know, off of a crumbling roof structure there. And I'll also be investing in another hard drive for my PS4 to see if I can get some of those load times down, because, you know, whenever Uncharted 4 comes out in the year 2000, or 2000 and well, I don't think it'll come out until 3000, but I'm just not going to be. I've passed the point where I can tolerate long loading times. I'm done with loading times, so I'm always going to be investing in tech that will expedite loading times, because I just think it's disgraceful to have people kept waiting that long. It's just ridiculous. Like, I couldn't stand the Evil Within's loading times, so I made a double purchase, actually. But yeah, I want to welcome everybody to the guide. Obviously, the guy didn't know what he was doing right there. Shithole. And the 3 clues in this chapter, it's the badge. They are the badge, the manifesto, and the newspaper clippings. So just make sure you get those early on if you want to. And more fights here. I mean, look at this. Just like 2 hits and they're dead. And I don't have the golden guns on, obviously, anymore. Just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the headshots are so effective. Beautiful. It's just so beautiful. When this game came out, I think I was watching John and Dan's channel over at wikigameguides.com before their channel just disintegrated. And now it's just John Tar over there manning the ship, and it's look at this. Games don't get any better than that. But I mean, John Tar, when I was struggling on the Loom Chamber a long time ago, I was watching his guide and I was just amazed that that dude could do it, and I finally did it myself. But you know, they had a good rapport, John and Dan, and now with just him, it's just really boring. I wish that guy the best, but I don't know. Channels that aren't responsive are kind of irritating to me. Like, I can understand if it's a technology issue, because YouTube, they used to have an inbox, I think. It used to be easy to message people, but now it's a disgrace. Like, I removed Google Plus from my phone because it's not even doing anything anymore. I'm getting notified with the YouTube app for the YouTube notifications, but I'm not getting all of them. And like I said, I can understand if it's a tech issue, but if the person is just, you know, a lot of these people, they play games too much, that they just publish games, and they're too busy playing the games that they don't respond to the comments, and that really pisses me off. And it's not anybody in particular. It's most of the large channels with like 100,000 subscribers. But no checkpoint here. It's pretty rough. That is to say, I didn't see any swirling circle indicating a checkpoint. And if you notice, when you dual wield in this game, you have to drop the shotgun because he doesn't have anything to carry it with. So just be extremely careful here. And I think that is a done deal, you guys. I will see you in the next chapter.